Hello, welcome to ADHD Craft. My name is Lydiverse. I've never made many videos before, so let's dive in. As you can see, I've loaded up a new Minecraft world. Currently this is on Bedrock Edition, as I like playing with other people, so I just wanted to leave the option open to make it easier for any one of my friends to access, because not all of my friends have computers. Yeah, well, this is called ADHD Craft for a reason, and I'm sure as you can tell, I'm the person that when you start the Minecraft world, I start to run. And run far I do. Also, I apologize for the quietness, currently recording this, as my boyfriend's sleeping, so that's just something we're going to have to get used to. But as you can see, I ran pretty far before I even chopped down my first tree. And then I decided, hey, let's get some cobblestone after I made a wooden axe, but you know, it's fine. I'll just replace my tools right away, just so I can get at this iron cobble. And I decided to collect the copper anyways. Yeah, the name of the game is exploring. I've always been an explorer when it comes to Minecraft. Pretty much I saw this and I thought this would be a good idea to get some more coal, but I wasn't very fruitful. And I see a really interesting formation off in the distance, and that's why I kind of beeline it this way. And in my beeline, I decided to collect some sheep along the way so that I can make a bed. Little did I know that I did not have to make a bed, as I would soon run into a village. You'll see here in just a second. It's actually right under that formation. Killing cow. As of recording this audio, I still have not cooked that beef, funnily enough, or the lamb that I'm getting from these sheep. They're just sitting there in a chest. Really nothing too special about them. I prefer to play with my coordinates on just because it's easier for me to track things, and I just figured the days played would be really cool. As you can see, I just stumbled upon a ruined portal, got some decent gear out of it, good starter gear, and we happen to be in one of my favorite biomes, which is the flower fields. I love it. One of my goals in every playthrough I have is to collect every flower. Yeah, nothing much. It's just typical beginner Minecraft stuff so far. I've been playing this game since, I don't know exactly when, but I know it was before horses came out, because I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But as you can see, I'm just gathering basic stuff to get ready for some gameplay. So I'm going to stop talking for a minute and let the gameplay speak for itself. As you can see, I'm gathering a ton of hay. I figured that would be my best food source starting out. Originally I was going to gather a bunch of carrots, and I still did, but I figured hay to make bread was better. Once I reached the top, I realized I really had no safe way to get down, but this was as good a place to any as to put my stuff down. And at this point I already have ideas brewing as to the massive creations I most likely will not end up creating atop this little half circle. I just think it's an interesting formation. So actually, you can see me try and decide whether or not I would like to kill the golem, and I decide against it as protection would be nice. I don't like mobs. And currently this is on normal, which I might put it on easy. I enjoy nice gameplay. And then I decide to go caving, see what's around me, see if I can't get some easy ores. I've never been one for combat, and it's at this point I realize it's too early for me to be doing combat on a regular basis, so pretty much I'm just gonna tease this creeper essentially, and then get this iron and skedaddle on out of here before I get in over my head with no armor and barely any tools. You can see the decision making is not quick. As I'm sure you're well aware of this really bad attempt at parkour, I'm not that great at it. Eventually I just decide to build up. I'm not that great at video editing either, which is why this whole video is just sped up instead. I figured I'd do a voiceover afterwards. In hindsight, I realize that's maybe not the best. I should probably just do a voice in the moment, but I've never really made videos before, so you live and you learn. And right now we're about to see how not made for combat I am. My first death. Oh, that's okay. There's no way you'll ever catch me doing a hardcore world. I don't value my life enough. There's me showing off to the camera. Next clip. Woo. Sorry, word vomit. At this point, I decide I want to make a faster way to get to the top. So I just write the coordinates at the top on the chat where I can see where to get to. This doesn't make any sense. I'm so sorry. I'm just writing the coordinates in chat so that I can reference them as I'm digging down, so I can just make a ladder building back up. It was at this point I realized I did not have nearly as enough wood as I wanted to, so on an adventure we went to go get some more wood, and I realized I very much did not have a very safe space at all. I crafted a bucket to get a bucket of water, and as you'll see in this video, I don't fill it for quite some time, which I find absolutely hilarious. I'm just doing a quick look here to see if there's any visible ores worth getting down there for. Gonna take another trip over to this ruined portal. See what's in there. Wasn't anything too crazy. Yeah. So I just decided to head off into the distance and not mind any of the oak trees that are nearby. No, that's too simple. So I just do the normal method for jungle trees, and I dig up. I know this isn't a jungle tree, just so we're clear. I'm not that stupid. But I dig up around, and then I just dig down from the top. I notice it's getting late, so I start to boat back towards my humble home. Almost get caught on a little island there. And I notice the shore is already filled with mobs, so I do my best to avoid them. I cannot wait to get my hands on some red meat, as I believe that is the best food source in Bedrock, though I could be wrong. Really funny, actually. The same thing happens to me here that happens to me before. Try to build up, and the spider knocks me off. Eventually, I decide to cut my losses and just head into the village again for a quick little nap to sleep through the night. Perfect. Don't worry, that wasn't my last piece of bread. I have a ton more. What better way to climb up to your home than cobble pillars? I decide to reset my spawn for the, I don't know, millionth time, and use my wood to make a bunch of ladders. And then I start digging. And then I trail off because, you know, ore. Alright, so once I dug, I went ahead and placed all of my ladders back up. You didn't really need to see that, but you know, it's ADHD craft. I'll post what I think is relevant, which is everything, which is partially why I wanted to post a sped up video, because I don't know, sometimes I feel like there is a ton of cuts, and here you can see I'm just kind of cutting out the boring stuff like digging a long tunnel or digging down. It's actually right there that I discovered that the path block, if you're on top of it, it's registered as a block lower than a grass block, which I think is interesting. I didn't realize that because I'm pretty sure it's just like a single pixel difference. Yeah, pretty interesting. I know a fair amount of Minecraft, you know, played it for a long time, watched a lot of YouTube videos, and yeah, there's a fair amount I don't know. So as you can see, I am making more ladders as I decide I would like to head down into the caves to try my hand at getting some diamonds. I'm a diamond girly. I like to be kitted out. That's the way it's gotta be. And as you can see, I finally fill my bucket with water, even though I did travel over a whole lake before. Alright, once I've dug all the way down and stop, I show you guys once more that I can indeed place a ladder. I see all these mobs, and as I said before, I am not a combat girly. This is not the vibe for me. And, you know, be mad all you want, but I think I'm going to change the mode back to easy when I am back on the world. I decided to just go ahead and sleep through the night. Maybe I'll change some mobs up and I make myself a shield. And I forget in this version that you have to crouch to use your shield. You can't just right click. So I was kind of giving that a little practice. I decided to head down, see if I could see any ores. Unfortunately, there were no diamonds by the lava. I decided to head down rather than up, and I get killed. When I make it back down, creeper blows up half of my stuff. And by half, I mean a little over half of my stuff. Once I make it to safety, you can see me look at my inventory there to assess the damage. And I mean, luckily I did keep my sword, a pickaxe, some iron, and some bread and torches, but it's not that much. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed ADHD Craft, and have a good night. See you next time.